Our next fellow this evening is the award-winning Welsh playwright and screenwriter Abi Morgan. Abi was born to the stage, the daughter of an actress and a theatre director. Her mother worked in theatre and Abi travelled with her, attending a total of 7 schools, she says, before Exeter University, followed by a postgraduate course in writing at the Central School of Speech and Drama. Initially, Abi was going to be an actress, but she chose writing instead. Her play Skinned was her first to be staged professionally in 1998 at the Nuffield Theatre. In the same year, she had her TV writing debut on ITV's Peak Practice. Over a quarter of a century, Abi has written a string of successful, award-winning, and widely praised stage plays, films, and TV dramas. The Hour, in 2011, set in a BBC newsroom during the 1956 Suez Crisis, won a Primetime Emmy. Other TV writing includes My Fragile Heart, Murder, Sex Traffic, Tsunami, The Aftermath, White Girl, Royal Wedding, Birdsong, and River. Among her films are Brick Lane, Iron Lady, Shame, The Invisible Woman, and Suffragette. Abi's recent legal drama for TV, The Split, starring Nicola Walker and Stephen Mangan, aired over 3 series on BBC One to huge critical acclaim. Its subject, divorce, divorcees, and the lawyers who managed them, was born of her own parents' separation when she was a teenager. Abi also made her directing debut on The Split. Stephen Mangan recalls, "She seemed so thrilled to be directing and slightly bewildered by how it had happened, like she was a member of the public who had won a competition and now found themselves on set wearing headphones and holding a script. She wandered around saying, 'I have no idea what I'm doing.' No surprise to anyone that she turned out to be absolutely brilliant in the job, dishing out some of the most useful and insightful notes I've ever been given." Colleagues say Abi is a dream writer for directors. For any script note she's given, she'll come up with a range of brilliant solutions. Plus, she's generous of spirit, always ready to help young writers. Jane Featherstone at Sister Pictures says, "She has the fastest story mind of anyone I've ever met and can create a whole world in a heartbeat. She'll turn any slightly amusing encounter she has with someone into a brilliantly funny anecdote." Abi has, however, had several travails in her own life, more dramatic than any TV script, which she documented brilliantly in her book, This Is Not a Pity Memoir. It's the story of Abi's husband, the actor Jacob Kruczewski. Spoiler alert, in case you haven't read it, and it comes highly recommended. Jake, who has MS, had a rare type of brain inflammation which doctors decided to treat by putting him into a coma for 7 months. Worse was to come. Abi herself was then diagnosed with aggressive breast cancer, which required chemotherapy and surgery. Today, thank goodness, both she and Jake are very much better. Abi's friends say despite all this and the serious nature of her work, she has a wonderful, self-deprecating sense of humor. She stays up late watching hours of TV and often acts out characters from shows with perfect impersonations. She also has an uncanny knack of getting into hilarious situations, including once on a promotional tour in America where she inadvertently acquired false eyelashes which were so heavy she could barely open her eyes. Oh, and she apparently brings biscuits and treats to every meeting, good lesson for all of us, usually followed by the first 20 minutes of the meeting being dedicated to hilarious anecdotes about her journey to work and the encounters she's had along the way. We end up laughing for around half of every meeting, says Jane, and then Abi's insight and humanity can bring a tear to our eye for the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, a special talent and our new fellow, Abi Morgan.
This is daunting. Hello, Jack. I'm very daunted being in front of such amazing writers, but also, sorry, I think maybe I'm a bit short, yes. Just fantastic. I think one of the most exciting things about tonight is just seeing so many brilliant people who are young, who are different, and who are coming out into this industry. And I think, like The previous person said it's a brilliant time to be out there. I want to thank the Royal Television Society for this fellowship. I feel very honoured, but genuinely, like I think many of us today, baffled how I got here. I know there are many new writers here today, so I suppose this is my shout out to them. And I've been asked to share a few words of wisdom, so I'm not sure I have any, but here goes. Okay, so these are the things the mantras that go in my head. Don't be afraid of the blank page. The blank page is your friend. It's forgiving. It doesn't remember the bad lines and is happy to be scrubbed out and started all over again. But you have to write. Do the work. Every day, even when you feel like crap, especially when you feel like crap, try and fill at least one page. Don't talk it out. Don't bore people in a corner when you are drunk or just have got an idea in your head about the script, novel, play, because you'll never pen it. Keep your powder dry. Wait for your jam. It will taste sweeter in the end. And write. Did I say write? Just write, even if it is shit. Even when it makes no sense, because nothing comes of nothing. And that's what that big fat marker pen is for, to edit, to change it. Write with the belief that it will be brilliant in the end. Write when you are not writing. Go to bed with the script tangle in your head, and the sleep fairies will unpick it by morning. Sleep is your friend. But get it down in whatever form it takes. Perfection is the enemy of creativity. All writing is failure, a process of rewriting. Then when you have a draft you can bear, show your friends. Find your champions. Find those who get your voice. Your mum, your pal, that script editor, who 20 years later will be by your side, who should share in your success, because you don't do it alone. Remember, you don't own the script. The script is the muse that you will write and that others will help you bring to life. Own your power, be a director, be a producer, be an actor, be it all. This is a new time. No one is one thing anymore. If you think you can do it, do it. Take your place at the table. Have a vision, have a voice. But remember, it takes many to bake the cake. Keep your heart open, be kind, love as much as you can, kiss the joy, celebrate the success of others more than your own. Most of all, be fearless in your mistakes, in the knowledge that the brilliance of being a writer is that it is all material in the end. Thank you so much.